miscarriages and what the womb lose prematurely or exceed और हर चीज़ का इसके यहाँ एक अंदाज़ा मुकर्रर है।
And first of all, I congratulate and appreciate the efforts of Team Hill, because before lockdown we attended a summit that was very effective and that was very interactive at the same time. And continuity of that same effort, and I'm happy that you contacted us and gave us opportunity. When miscarriage is distressing event and emotional outburst or emotional journey, and the bereavement experience by most of the women due to perinatal death and miscarriage, that is not different from the experience that is considered as bereavement experience due to the loss of our loved ones. So before starting discussion on pregnancy and child loss from the perspective of health psychologists, we will have a quick look on different types of child loss. Really, we divide this child.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much to Hill and to the Manchester Global Foundation for inviting me to talk. And it's a pleasure to talk to my friends and colleagues in Pakistan and other places. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about some of the work that our research group's been doing. And we know that many of these deaths would be preventable if more women had access to high quality maternity care. The risks are not equally distributed throughout the population, so women who are living in poverty and in conflict zones and who are otherwise vulnerable are more highly at risk of having a stillbirth or their baby dying. By a review of the literature and the involvement of community engagement groups in the countries where we work. I just want to give you a flavour of the findings. This work has recently been published.
So for next few minutes, I will be talking about the psychosocial effect of infant and pregnancy loss from Pakistan's perspective. You have already heard some information from Dr. Shaida, so quite alarming. But as Tracy has already mentioned that this is still a neglected area, so stillbirths in low and middle income countries, including Pakistan, are declared as a silent epidemic. So if we talk about the social meanings that are attributed to stillbirth in Pakistan, it varies from other countries, including high income countries and other low income countries, because the social and religious beliefs vary actually in between the countries, but the type of experiences they have over stillbirth are same. So if we talk about stigma, stigma is the greatest obstacle towards addressing the stillbirth, and according to a survey that
Tayyiba. Pleasure being here and really fascinated by some of our earlier talks. Very excited to talk about work that we've just started. In fact, we've started our recruitment last week, that we are doing on improving care and support for parents after stillbirth or early neonatal death. It's an exploratory study, and as Tracy mentioned, to the Lancet series. This was in 2016, and the Lancet journal put out a huge campaign. There were a series of 5 papers that were on ending preventable stillbirths, and over 200 experts were involved in it. And it was in their guide for midwives and doctors. They recommend following stillbirth that mums should not be sedated, because if they are sedated, then there could be a delay in acceptance of death of their newborn.
This opportunity of talking and sharing with you a father's perspective on grief, particularly because the fact that it's not too long ago that in most counseling sessions or talks on grief, when an infant died, we were obviously his social and occupational life not only leads to his social isolation. He stops to see his friends. He stops to interact with his family. He stops to have an engaging relationship with his wife, and so on and so forth. He probably runs a very high risk at that point in time of turning.
Of the poster competition that we have announced to raise awareness for this pregnancy and infant loss. So we have 6 posters together.
Do not understand Urdu, please excuse me. बहुत ही अच्छा किया और बहुत ही इंफॉर्मेटिव मेरे लिए भी था जो सारी टॉक्स में, एंड इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट कि ये एक्टिविटीज़ ज़्यादा हों, अवेयरनेस बढ़ाई जाए, जिसमें हम साइकोलॉजी और मेंटल हेल्थ के बैकग्राउंड से हैं, हम इतना लर्न करते हैं. सो आई एम श्योर इसको वाइडली अगर ओपन किया जाएगा और जो आप लोग करते हैं तो अवेयरनेस बढ़ेगी, लोगों की वेलबींग भी बढ़ेगी, और एट अ टाइम लाइक आजकल चैलेंजिंग टाइम्स में इट्स पर्टिकुलरली इम्पोर्टेंट. थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑल द स्पीकर्स जो सारे लोगों ने अटेंड किया.